Hey, Diana. We are
Hello,
live on our Facebook now. Yeah.
you're live. I am in hour 13 and loopy as F. So, and my partner has requested that I warn them before I burn things. So I would, yeah, okay, I'm burning things next hour again.
Yep. So I'm going to kick off our Yule fire there.
Yes.
And there we are.
Hi. So for this hour, I think we're going to do the bay leaves because we did the things that we'd like to get rid of for the last one. And then this one is we're burning the things that we'd like to invite in.
Yes.
So Nikki, why don't we start with you?
What do we want to invite in? Creativity.
Creativity, yes. Okay. And I'm just going to burn them. All right. So creativity. I'm going to just be upfront and say book sales because I have a book that is out and a book that is coming out. And I just saw the book cover, which I'm not at liberty to share just yet, but it is awesome. So I am waiting. So that is the thing is, especially since the pandemic started a week after my book release.
Yeah.
So
that really upset the whole year.
Yeah, so like I was supposed to have a big launch party and the whole thing, and no. So, but that's the one. I know that Lauren asked for Love Magic, although she was not specific about what she wanted.
Yeah, I'm going to do that one.
Yeah, because we don't want me touching that because my stuff just, aside from like those anchored karmic things that have to happen, my stuff tends to go sideways, and we are still rehabbing me for that.
Yeah.
So, well, what's another one for? I think that web sales for Golden Apple.
Yeah, and that's where the creativity part comes in for me, so that I can think up more products to sell, and hopefully that'll be more profitable. And we have a Sarah Marie saying hi there.
Hi, Sarah Marie. She's one of the good folks from Elements. So she's one of those people that's been doing the Facebook Live with them.
Awesome.
So she is probably up very early with her kidlet. So, hey, happy to see you. All right. So Golden Apple sales, book sales, creativity. I think for me, creative healing is a big thing still because that's still kind of coming back online. And one that is for both of us is, and I'm going to make sure that that is prefaced with the word happy travel. Happy travel, whether it is for business or pleasure, but for happy reasons.
There we go.
Because New Orleans, baby.
That's right. I'm really looking forward to
that. Fest. Good morning, Sarah Marie. So I'm trying to think if there's anything else. Given previous years, our needs are pretty simple these days.
Pretty much. I mean, maybe now my patience level is pretty good. It's pretty good right now.
Yeah.
The help of, drugs. But, I mean, prescription, don't worry.
No shame. There's no shame in needing medication. If it weren't for me having a neurological condition where messing with my serotonin just makes things worse. All right. So I think that pretty much covers it for us. So, compared to previous years, minor. Because we've had the pile of bay leaves, and I mean, this is the first year I've been able to go to other tarot readers without starting with when they ask, so what's your question? And my question was always, what fresh hell is this?
Yeah, fair.
So, now it's I honestly don't know what's next. What's next? That's an improvement for me.
Yeah, I think we're pretty low needs, maybe.
The pandemic has been oddly helpful for me in that way.
Yeah.
All right.
Oh, here's one. I would like Martuni's to open again. That would be amazing.
Yes.
Like sooner rather than later.
Well, my guess is by March, but if it can be sooner, awesome. Martinis opens for a happy Nikki.
We're happy, all of us. Oh my gosh.
True. Martinis opened. And I'm going to add one more, especially for us polyamorous folk, is let's see if I can find a really good thing for this one. Is clear, positive, and honest communication between all partners.
There you go. Good thing you can write on both sides.
I got a really big leaf.
Okay, good.
So, okay. So I think we are ready to set more stuff on fire. And yeah, so let's start.
We're setting more stuff on fire.
Oh, I'm sure they're prepared. Yeah, I heard it noted. All right, so starting with creativity. And normally I have some metal tongs for this, so I need to like get some metal tongs again. So starting with the creativity, and that's a nice burn. Could use a little help. Away from my fingers with my metal poker thingy. You know, I did try to tell them as much as I could before I came here. So
you did.
And you know, they are the person who, when I was doing some yoga with the yoga class I was taking with Purusha, they were the ones that cracked up my instructors by coming behind me to light some incense with a blowtorch.
Nice.
All right, and so next is the creative healing, and you know, I do the artist's way, and creative injury is a thing. So that is something I'm very much walking off from the last several years.
Mm-hmm.
For creative healing. So I can do stuff, but then I have to pause and like let the creative energy repair before I can finish a project lately, which I hate.
That's what we should have done one for, was more energy for both of us.
Yeah. We're working on that with me. I'm sleeping better. That was the first thing. So, but yeah, for both of us, because we've got just a lot.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Golden apple sales, which we are working on. I have things in the works. I have a few things in the works. I just need to get them ready for packaging and shipment. So, you know, and again, for local folks, if you need private things, I have a very good herbal stock that I've managed to finagle. So just ask. The cortisol tea is ready. It's just waiting for official packaging. Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. And then book sales, because, you know, please buy my book.
When is the date that the new one is going to be released?
I don't know yet. I'm trying to remember the timeline for when they gave me the book cover last time, because I think it was within 2 months of final submission. My final submission was October, so December tracks.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember finding something where, like, I remember turning in the final copy in April of 2019 for Urban Magic, but I found a cover date for February.
Mm-hmm.
And then from April, it was still not until the next year. So by that math, it would be in 2021.
Okay.
But I don't know, or 2022 even. So I'm not even sure. Their ordering can be really random because I have no idea what other books they have on deck for what season, or mm-hmm. what catalog they're even filling my book in with, because they do like a fall, winter, spring, summer. Mm-hmm. And hex twisting, I consider that good for any time of year. But I do not necessarily know if someone in marketing in a publishing company is going to see it the same way. Mm-hmm. So 2021, I'm hoping. Either way, it will be available for pre-order in 2021, and pre-orders help authors so much. Mm-hmm. The two things you can do for any author that you're really a fan of is pre-order their books because that makes publishers more likely to pick up their next book. And, also kind of solidifies a lot of things in the business side of writing. Excuse me while I go into the spiel. And, or review our books, especially on Amazon, because book reviews push them up in the rankings, get more people to see them, and get people to look at our other work. So those are like the two best possible things you can do for your favorite authors, which would be awesome. All right. So this is where I'm going to do the book sales. So please buy my books. And I will admit, I don't actually read my reviews because even the good ones get in my head as a writer. And that's just bad for me as a writer. All right, so Martini's reopened, which San Francisco just effing needs.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to tell the folks at home a little bit about what Martini's is, for those who are not familiar.
Yes, Martini's is one of the last remaining and oldest piano bars in San Francisco. So it is my home away from home. And we have a wonderful community of people there that have been so supportive of us during all of this. But what we do is really, we're not like a piano bar in the traditional sense of, someone just comes in and plays the piano and you just listen to music all night. We actually allow people to sing with our piano players. So it's really nice because we get a lot of performers in, and it's a very tight-knit and welcoming community that is just, it's great. About 80% of our clientele are regulars. So it's a really great place to work. And, so many artists and people in the hospitality industries are struggling right now. So if we could get that open, that would be great.
Yeah. If you can tip, do. Mm-hmm. Especially even your DoorDash people, because everyone's going through stuff. So Sarah Marie, what happens to the pre-orders is when it becomes available for pre-order on Amazon for the books, is I'll post a link or send out mailing lists or like post everywhere multiple times that my book is available for pre-order. You go to Amazon or your favorite bookstore or through Elements and ask whoever. On Amazon, you can place your own personal order for the book, especially if you want it in electronic copy. Otherwise, through Elements, you can place an order for the copy directly through Llewellyn. And so that means that when they are ready to ship the books, Elements will be one of the first stores they get shipped to when you do the pre-order thing. So thank you so much for asking that. All right, so we're adding Happy Travel because, New Orleans and Salem are both on my list for next year.
Mm-hmm.
So that is a thing. And, Minneapolis is a given, even though Paganicon is going to be online this year. Mm-hmm. Just because it looks like, one way or the other, I'm going to have to visit that house. Yeah. So, and then the clear, positive, and honest communication between all partners, which I think is a good thing for just about anyone who is poly. Without me setting fire to my lighter.
Yeah, don't blow stuff up while you're there.
Yeah, well, you've been around for much worse. And you did almost burn down my garage once, so...
No, I did not almost burn down your garage. Thank you very much.
No, we just managed to ruin a vending table.
I may have caused one of the brooms to continue to light, but that was in your backyard.
Yeah, from the summer solstice party.
Yes.
I was thinking of that incident where I had to put on that dance performance.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was that the same night?
No, that was a different year even.
Yeah.
So
so at this particular solstice party, we did have what did you make the broom out of?
It was just a broom that I bought, but it was an uncrossing your stars. So mainly for Tom and me, where I did this really tedious thing where I like wove a bunch of herbs into the broom, and then also had all of these scrolls woven in with pretty much every constellation symbol I could. And so it was the stars uncrossing for myself and Tom.
Mm-hmm. And then we just had fun with the broom outside.
We
Jennifer
did.
was there with the hose. We had a firefighter there.
You know, my neighbors were always a little afraid to talk to me, which takes some talent in San Francisco.
Yeah, we've definitely had some doozies. There was the time that we set the metal pail on fire.
Oh yeah. Well, that was what was that when it that was just last year, wasn't it?
It was with the boys, yeah.
Yeah. Wow. God. The difference between this year and last year.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
I know
Like
it feels like it wasn't that long ago, but now you're saying it, yes, it was like a year ago.
it feels like a lifetime.
Wow.
It is a lifetime, and not just because of the pandemic. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Should I get the fire extinguisher ready? Okay, very funny, Cinti.
Mm-hmm. I think about, we keep saying the last 5 years, but it's really actually been longer than that at this point.
It has been. Well, I'm looking from 2014 when I moved to San Francisco to
Mhm.
2020 when,
You
oops.
moved out of San Francisco?
I do still have a domicile address, and I didn't really get much choice about having to move. Partly because shelter in place hit, and it was dicey just getting back on a plane for like
Mm-hmm.
months, and the financial circumstances worked out that I had to trade paying exorbitant rent for paying exorbitant health insurance. So that's kind of where I'm at for the next year or so. Okay, so that these are the things we want to bring in are happy things, including enough sales that health insurance is not a thing, or that we can have like company health insurance or something for Nikki and I.
Mm-hmm.
And so thank you so much for tuning in. This is hour 13 for me. So the next hour will be sunrise on Eastern time. And that means I will be passing that torch to Nikki for her to light anything she wants on fire.
I try to avoid fire. Our fire alarms are very sensitive here, and I don't want to wake up the whole house and all my neighbors.
Oh, and you've got a lot of neighbors, so yeah, maybe not.
Yeah, we have fire alarms all over the place here, and if your alarms in your apartment go off for too long, they start setting them off down the hallway.
Oh, yeah, we could not do the stuff that we used to do at your house. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Good morning, Michigan. Good witching hour, San Francisco. And
Yep,
all right, we'll see you in an hour.
yep, we'll see you at 5 and 8, right?
At 8. And then 8 is sunrise for me. So,
Yep.
yep.
All right.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.